Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about a really disgusting and ugly communication style in relationship as passive aggression. So by the end of this video you are going to know how to recognize signs of passive aggression, understand why it is so detrimental for your mental health, understand why people are doing it, and the most important, what to do if this is the usual style of communication of your partner. My name is Darina and I'm doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. Let's get started. Firstly, let's find out what passive aggression is and how it looks like in relationship. Passive aggression is a form of indirect expression of hostility or resentment through behaviors that are not overtly aggressive but still convey negative feelings. Translating to a human language, it is when someone cannot come and punch you in the face but really wants to do so, and because they still need to utilize this wanting, they are doing it in a more socially approved way. However, it can make you feel really horrible and you would rather choose to be punched than being attacked passively aggressively. Why I am saying so? Because this type of aggression is not obvious. You kinda left feeling bad, however you cannot explain what just happened, and if you can, you still cannot prove anything, because if you will try to do so, you will be gaslighted right away. Just a quick reminder that gaslighting is a form of psychological violence when your opponent makes you feel inadequate, insane, out of your mind, and convincing you that your reality, your feelings are very distorted and not correct. And again, why they are doing it? Because they don't want to be revealed, which is the main goal of passive aggression. I'm hurting you, but you cannot prove anything. Otherwise, they would use an active aggression instead, if they would not care about the consequences. And first type is the use of sarcasm. Let's get straight to the example. Say you forgot to buy certain foods from the butcher for Christmas, even though your partner reminded you to do so. How sarcastic comment may sound. Good job on picking up some meats from the butcher. Bring on the vegetarian Christmas. Why not? We all needed to reduce an amount of meat consumed anyways. The words express praise, but the tone and the context convey a clear message of disapproval or frustration. Sarcasm is often characterized by this contrast between the literal meaning of the words and the intended meaning conveyed through tone and context. Technically, what was meant? You don't have enough brains to do what you have been told, so we all gonna suffer because of you. That would straight away initiate conflict, isn't it? So sarcasm is used, but honestly, is it really necessary in respectful and loving relationship? I'm honestly start to get really angry when someone uses this type of communication, and I always want to shake the person and say, hey, why you just can't speak normally? You can convey disappointment in a respectful manner. You can say, babe, I'm really sad. I feel like I have not been heard, or I feel like all this preparation is on me. I don't really know what to do. And after these words, I'm pretty sure that your partner, if they are a normal person, of course, would apologize and offer some solutions. Will try to fix the situation. Will try to offer alternatives, such as running to the nearest shop and buying whatever is needed, unless they are also using a passive-aggressive behavior, which is sabotaging. What is sabotaging? It is when I intentionally or not intentionally acting in a way that will hurt you or do a relationship damage. For example, being late, forget things, flirting with other people in front of their partner, etc. How's that working when someone does it not on purpose? Most of the time it is some resentment involved, and because the person cannot directly express their feelings, they are going to create these troubles to punish another person. And another type of passive aggression is non-verbal clues. It is rolling the eyes. It is heavy sighing like that. It is doing this sound with your tongue. It is avoiding direct eye contact. They can stare at the objects like at the wall. Obviously there is nothing interesting there, but they still doing it. It is exaggerated gestures, kinda making theatrical expressions or mimicking what you said in a funny way, when it is not appropriate. Say, when you are trying to have a conversation and they just playing a fool. It also can be crossed arms while talking and responding with short, abrupt answers or providing minimal information, or they can do a sarcastic clapping, kinda like that. And one of my least favorites, or the most hated ones, is emoji of rolled eyes or cringed face when talking on social media. This one is like a double weapon, as when you ask what is wrong, what is that, they just immediately gonna say nothing, but also they can say that it was just a joke and you understood everything wrong because you could not hear a true tone and meaning of their voice. By the way, guys, one more way of passive aggression is to cover up some yuck things they say with "oh, come on, it is just a joke." And when you're gonna say, "oh, it is not just a joke," they gonna top it up with "you just don't have a sense of humor." And even now, the more I'm talking about it, the more angry it makes me feel. Honestly, it is such a cruel way of communication. By the way, guys, if you wanna help me as a new creator, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate that. Let's talk about few more ways people express passive aggression, and it is a silent treatment, which is ignoring or avoiding someone as a way of expressing anger or displeasure without verbalizing it. So silent treatment in reality is not silent at all and speaks volumes about frustration or anger with something, and secondly about non-ability to say what bothers them and solve a conflict in a normal ecological way. And another type of passive aggression is backhanded compliment. Say you guys are getting ready for a party and you ask your partner, "how do you look?" and you get this: "oh, amazing, this dress looks fabulous on you. It is really flattering, hides these extra few kilograms you put up recently." So you guys understood. It is literally an offense that wrapped in a compliment form. And one more passive-aggressive way I want to mention, called plausible deniability, which allows individuals to hide their true feelings of criticism behind seemingly neutral or positive language, making it challenging for others to pinpoint the negative intent. For example, you can say, "honey, I cooked dinner. It's a new recipe I found online," and your partner can say, "oh, that's great. I always love when you try new things in the kitchen. It's certainly a unique flavor." Your partner's use of the word unique could be a form of plausible deniability, which may sound innocent, but it leaves room for an underlying negative or critical meaning. The husband might not fully enjoy the new dish, and his choice of words allow him to express a subtle form of dissatisfaction without being directly confrontational. Of course, that's not the end of the world, but isn't it would be more fair just to say what could be improved rather than making these sarcastic comments? The video gets really long, so I'm going to record a separate video why people are using passive aggression, why they become passive aggressive, and what to do if your partner is passive aggressive. So you can watch this video if you click here, and I will see you guys next time.